welcome back to my channel. Right, so for this video I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the 4K picture for the Polar Express. Now I have to tell you, this is the most conflicted I have ever been when it comes to a 4K release, and I'm going to explain now why that is. But prior to this release, in my opinion, the best way to view this movie is this version here, and it is the 3D version of it. It turns what's already a magical movie into something truly, truly spectacular. And if you have not seen this movie in 3D, I recommend you do so. I don't think you're going to fully believe what you're going to be looking at. It really is that good. As for this release of it, there was issues when it comes to crosstalk, but thankfully my television handles crosstalk very well, and I had no issues at all with this release. But I have heard horror stories on certain televisions that simply just could not handle this disc, and it was borderline unwatchable. But again, like I said, no issues on my end. It truly is a spectacular looking disc. So that was my problem with this 4K release, is how can it stack up against the 3D release? So we'll get more into that now very, very soon. As for the movie itself, it really is a Christmas gift. It's a very, very special movie. Every time I watch it, it takes me right back to my childhood. It's about this young child whose Christmas spirit is dwindling. He's no longer believing in the spirit of Christmas. And what happens is this train pulls up outside his house, the Polar Express, and he basically goes on this journey of kind of, rediscovering the true meaning of Christmas, or the Christmas spirit. It really is a special, special movie. You got voice actors there of Tom Hanks in it, and he does a wonderful job in this. Beautifully directed by Robert Zemeckis. And there is one sequence in this movie that just absolutely takes my breath away every time I watch it. And anyone that has seen it, I think you'll know the scene. But it's basically the scene where the kid loses the ticket. And all of a sudden the ticket flies out of the train. And you just get to see this kind of like 3-minute journey of this ticket and where it was going. And the way it was shot, and it's just this one continuous shot. Your jaw is dropping and dropping each second that goes by during this segment. And yeah, I think it just sums up this movie of just how magical it actually is. So when I actually heard about this movie coming out in 4K and in a 4K Steelbook, I knew I needed to pick it up. And I'm going to take us around the Steelbook very, very soon. As for the 4K transfer, look, I'm not going to bullshit. I'm not going to, waste too much time with it. In my opinion, it's a beautiful looking 4K disc. It really is, but it does not stack up against the 3D release of it. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be thinking out there, this is a 2K upscale. How is it going to stack up against the Blu-ray? Thankfully, it actually stacks up very, very well. It's actually quite a noticeable upgrade. Now, it's not the sharpest picture you will ever see, and that's largely down to the way the movie is and the technology they were using at the time. It does have a slightly soft presentation to it, but again, the HDR colors are the absolute winner here, and I have to tell you, folks, it is a night and day difference when you do put it against the Blu-ray. The colors are so bold, beautifully vibrant, and I think you are going to be absolutely blown away by the colours that you're going to see in this. It is something you have to check out. I think you're going to be blown away by it. It's got a DTS 5.1 audio as well. As far as from what I can tell, it's the exact same that we got on the 3D version of it. Now, not the Blu-ray version, because the Blu-ray had a Dolby Digital 5.1, but the 3D one has a DTS 5.1. It sounds identical. It is absolutely amazing, but there is no question about it, this movie is missing Dolby Atmos. This lends so well to Atmos, and it's a shame that Warner Brothers didn't take the extra step and give us that Atmos soundtrack. It's a shame. It really is a missed opportunity, and I would love to tell you that maybe someday they might actually reissue this out and give us a Dolby Atmos soundtrack, but I honestly can't see it happening. It's the only one downside to an absolute beautiful looking 4K disc. And if you are a fan of this movie and you don't have the 3D version of it, I do recommend picking it up. Right, so I'm going to take us around the Steelbook and I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. Right, so here we go, the Polar Express. So as per usual, I have removed the J card. I will bring it in and I will show it to you. So this is a French release. I'm always saying this, if I can avoid buying from Xavi, I will. Thankfully, Amazon France was selling the exact same Steelbook, but the J card, of course, will be in French. So that is a close look at some of the bonus features. And from what I can make out, it's the exact same special features that we got on the Blu-ray. And then right down the bottom here is a look at some of your technical aspects. So yeah, that is just a quick close look at the J card itself. So move that to a side, and let's get on to the Steelbook itself. Now I have to tell you, the minute the pictures got released for this, I knew I wanted it. I thought the artwork looked amazing. And regardless of the artwork on this release, anything to do with this Polar Express, I was going to pick it up, especially on Steelbook form. It just happened to work out that the artwork is absolutely sublime. I love it. You have the tray and the Polar Express going across the bridge there, and of course you got Santa and the reindeers there on the top as well. It just looks beautiful. It looks magical, just like the movie itself. It really is a beautiful looking Steelbook. And again, when you kind of capture the light right, you can sort of see some of these kind of lights kind of, you know, they almost kind of look like they light up. So it really is a nice Steelbook, and great to finally have it. And not only that, but it does continuate the artwork as well on the back, which I do love. So right, go on to the spine of it. There we go. And as you can see, you got the Polar Express there in the middle. You got the Warner Brothers logo at the bottom there. And then right to the back, and again, it just continues some of that beautiful artwork. I love the way the sky looks. And again, you've got that tray and the rest of the bridge there as well, and a couple of mountains in the background. I actually, for a second there, I actually thought it was the North Pole, but it's not. It's just a few mountains. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the Steelbook in full and give you a good look at the whole thing. And there you go. It's a jaw-dropping Steelbook. It really is, and it really is nice to actually hold a collectible for the Polar Express. So yeah, love the artwork. So I'll take us around then to the discs. So this is your 4K disc. I'll quickly show it to you. And then that is your Blu-ray disc. And then of course, this is the inside artwork for the actual Steelbook itself. So there you have it, folks, the Polar Express Steelbook, and yes, another beautiful looking Steelbook. Right, folks, so there you have it. That is the Steelbook, and yes, great to finally have a nice collectible for the Polar Express, one of my favourite Christmas movies, and great to finally have that in my collection now. So that is it, folks, that is it. So as per usual, if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you could do, leave a comment down below, and please do share your thoughts on this movie and what did you think of it. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.